It's the new year, which means you again have 365 days to build a life that you enjoy. Most people, of course, have some kind of New Year's resolution, but ultimately fail to achieve them. In order that this doesn't happen to you, but that you achieve all your goals in 2018, I will now share 5 principles that you have to implement to achieve everything you want this year. And with this said, welcome, this is Alex, I'm glad you're here. Hope your first couple hours in 2018 are going great. And without further ado, let's go right into tip number 1. You need a clear focus. Most people either set no goals for a new year or they set too many goals. And you know what they say about people who try to achieve too many goals at once? Well, a person who tries to catch 2 rabbits catches none. Therefore, don't try to go in all directions at once, because then you won't achieve anything. Depending on how many goals you want to achieve, you have to separate your limited willpower, your limited focus on maybe 5 goals, 10 goals, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. Which means with every additional goal, you have less resources to focus on the other goals. It's pretty simple, right? 100% willpower divided on 10 goals, you can only put 10% effort in every goal. However, if you only have 3 goals, you suddenly can divide, okay, 50% in this goal and 25 in this and 25 in this. Or 70 in this and 15 in this and 15 in this. And that's exactly what you should do for 2018. Don't set 10 goals, set 3 goals. Set 1 major goal that you must achieve and 2 smaller goals that you really want to achieve. For example, your number 1 goal is to accelerate in your career or finally get into great shape, and the other 2 are maybe to learn a new language and to travel to 5 countries. Of course, insert your goals, not the random goals I just made up. Number 2, consistency is more important than intensity. Look at what most people do in New Year's. They set this 1 goal, for example, to work out more, then they go to the gym, work out for 3, 4, 5 hours and do it again the next day, and then they lose motivation because it's just too much to handle. They focus on intensity because they think to themselves, hey, the more intense I work on a goal, well, the quicker I will achieve it, right? Wrong. You need to work on a goal consistently, not intense. Because if you work on it consistently, guess what comes anyway? Yeah, the intensity goes up anyway. Imagine yourself working out every day. In the beginning, you probably can't lift a lot of weight, but you do it consistently. And just by doing it consistently, after a month, 2 months, half a year, you can move way more weight and the workout becomes more intense and more intense and more intense. To achieve this, focus on habits, on daily routines. Do this in 30-day increments. So, each month you implement 1 new thing, which isn't too much to ask for, right? Let's say the first month you focus on studying 1 hour per day for a specific skill that you need to accelerate your career. After 1 month, it's easy. You study every day and it gets better and better and better. You understand more and you become more competent. The second month you tell yourself, well, I need to focus more, so I'm going to start meditating every day. After 30 days again, it becomes easier. Third month, you say, oh, I need to network more, so every day I will reach out to 3 people. And guess what? After 30 days, this is easy as well. Of course, all of these things are just small baby steps, which doesn't seem like much in the short term, right? However, over the long run, they all accumulate. And suddenly you look back 6 months and you think to yourself, well, damn, what happened there? Because you achieved a goal by just working on it consistently. The reason why I focus so much on consistently working on your goals and having the right habits in your life is because first you create your habits and then your habits create you. So you better have habits that bring you closer to your goal and the life you want. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button and leave a comment below which topics you want me to cover in the next videos. Let's go to tip number 3, surround yourself with the right people. This is probably the most important takeaway from this video because you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And yeah, let's be honest, you probably read this somewhere on some nice Instagram quote or on your Facebook feed, but you never paid much attention to it, right? Then you should start paying attention to it because we are social creatures. We constantly ping around what is normal in our circle of friends. Your circle of friends, people you hang around with the most, is nothing more than this microculture that influences everything you do. Let's say every one of your friends eats junk food every day, then it's normal for you to eat junk food as well. On the other hand, let's say for your friends it's normal to work out every day, then you would look like an idiot if you wouldn't work out every day as well. It becomes normal. If all of them have a scarcity mindset and think that money is scarce, opportunity is scarce, that people are bad, the world is difficult, well, this will influence your worldview as well. Show me your friends and I will show you your future. Therefore, take a good look at the people you spend the most time with. Are they influencing you positively or negatively? Plus, one question you should ask yourself is, which people do I want to hang around with and who do I have to become to attract those people in my life? You need to define what people you want in your life, but you won't just attract them by wanting them. You will always attract what you are, not what you want. So you have to change first. Change your personality, change yourself, change your daily habits, and suddenly it will be way easier to connect to those people that you want to hang around with, and will be way easier to attract them in your life. Tip number 4 is commit openly and make it impossible to fail. Since we already talked about friends, now talk to a couple of them and tell them your goals and create a contract with them. Create a contract that specifically says which good things will happen, for example, that you take a vacation when you reach your goal, and which punishment you will get if you fail to achieve your goal. Let's say you achieve one of your goals in your personal fitness, your health, your career, your personal development or whatever, which means, well, you can reward yourself with a 2-week vacation. However, if you fail, you will get punished by, for example, doing something that feels really awkward, that you really wouldn't like to do, that maybe hurts your reputation, or you would have to donate a certain amount of money that really hurts you to maybe a political party that you hate or an organization that you hate. And by having this pull motivation that pulls you toward your goal and this negative motivation that pushes you away from this negative thing, you are very certain to achieve your goal and not procrastinate on it. Which brings us to the last tip for today: drop your fucking perfectionism. Perfectionism is the opposite of progress. The longer you try to be perfect, not make mistakes, well, the less action you will take and the more cautious you will be in your pursuit of your goals. The quicker you start to implement your plans, the quicker you will learn and the quicker you will make progress. Of course you will fail. It's human. It's called human nature. And it's also called learning. Because where do you learn the most? Through your successes or your failures? Pretty obvious, right? Of course, through your failures. Just look at the character traits, the lessons or the skills you are the most proud of. You probably learned them in a quite hard time, you probably learned them after a huge failure, and you probably didn't learn them the easy way. So drop the perfectionism. You will make mistakes, you will fall of course, you will procrastinate, but all of this doesn't matter if you know it's human. Allow yourself to be human and then pull yourself out of your rut or out of your mistake as quickly as possible. You can't avoid failure, however, you can avoid ruminating on it and getting dragged down by your mistakes. Implement those 5 tips now, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to comment which topics you want me to cover on this channel in the next couple months, because hey, in case you didn't know, I've been doing personal development for high achievers and for entrepreneurs for around 3 years right now in Germany and built quite a big business around it. And this year, one of my biggest goals is to achieve the same result internationally. So over the next couple weeks and months, you will get a lot of content right here. So don't miss it. Subscribe, leave a comment what you want me to cover, and see you tomorrow.